All right, guys. So this is a super important video, and I'm sure you've all heard if you don't get your diet right, it's very hard to get results. So we need to make sure that we listen up, sit down, enjoy the whole thing. Make sure you watch it to the end because you're going to get a lot of value. Make sure you get a pen and paper and write things down. Rewatch this video because the reality is that you can't absorb all of this in one sitting, but there is so much value to learn that you will be able to live with for the rest of your life as far as upskill. So basically, the topic is how to get food right. So before we jump into the challenge, you might be wondering why us and who am I? Now, I'm going to go over this as well. We are basically the first company in Australia to specialize in maintainable weight loss for busy and stressed men in their 30s, 40s, and 50s. We are very tailored to this niche to create the bulletproof method. So we've worked with over 2,000 plus men over the last 4 years alone. I have a 5-star rating on my personal Facebook. We have multiple coaches, multiple specialists, and we help men lose weight and learn how to keep it off long term, plus decrease biological age, increase energy, decrease stress, be more productive, and basically just be better quality of life for the rest of your life, regain years to live longer and happier. My name is Jarrah Martin. I'm the CEO of Performance Evolution Coaching. I have a team of coaches that help me help our guys get the results that you would have already seen in testimonials. We have certified nutritionists, hormonal specialists, eating behavior specialists, and over 15 years of experience. So you are in very safe hands. We are all dedicated to what we do. We live, love, and breathe it. So as you can see, here's a couple of the guys who have gone through the program. Ivan, as you can see what he wrote here. Where do I start? Jarrah Martin Fitness, I highly recommend. He learns about you and what your goals are. He then builds an individual plan to suit you and what you need to get through to your goal. He will work with you whether you want to use a gym or do working out at home. I've been with Team JMF. So JMF is what my business was called, but now it's called Performance Evolution Coaching. So he was with Team JMF for 4 months and he has changed my life. My life has changed 360 from eating whatever, never doing any sort of training to now watching everything I eat and knowing how beneficial food and training is to get to my goal. Currently having lost 45 kilos. So Ivan has lost 45 kilos, guys. That's a huge inspiration. There's massive proof that you need to know that Jarrah is the master. If you have any doubts of joining JMF, message me. I will let you know why you should join to change your life for the better. Jaden Cormick. So he's left a recommendation as well. Before Jarrah, I was pretty lost. I was falling back into old bad habits, had no routine, and I was making no progress. Only a couple of weeks into training with Jarrah, I was already seeing results and knew right then that this guy knows his stuff. There's no way I would have gotten to this weight without him. Finally back at body fat level that I'm happy with and feeling very confident in myself. Now we have Alex over to the right, started with Jarrah 9 months ago. I must say it's one of the best decisions I've made. I've been training for a year and a half prior and had no guidance and very little knowledge. Since starting with Jarrah, I've learned so many skills to look after my health and fitness, and I can say the results speak for themselves. Jarrah is wonderful and very approachable and makes you feel very comfortable to discuss anything regarding your journey, becoming the best version of yourself. I can say without a doubt that this is a long-term relationship that has been built and look forward to the future. So as you can see, guys, these guys were exact same position as you. They started at the 7-day challenge. They didn't know what to expect or where it was going to take them, but this is going to build some trust for you guys because everyone that's part of Team Performance Evolution Coaching has more passion than you will believe. We actually have so much care and love and empathy and want to deliver as high a grade as we possibly can. So just a couple of transformations here. There's another couple of testimonials. So as you can see that I've just shared the screenshots. Hey bro, quick update. I was 165.8 kilos a week before I went to work and just weighed in at 151.2 at the medical. So that in 6 weeks, he dropped 14.2 kilograms. Not bad at all. I'm home from Christmas, so I'll get into a routine of cardio and weights. Thanks, brother. The guy in the middle, Chris. So he's a very busy executive, works in a high-end business, and obviously had a time of his life where he needed to make a change. And as you can see right there, I think he's down about 60 kilos since when we first started. You can clearly see that in the photos. The other one on the right, bro, I'm so glad I trusted you. You were right when you said I am in safe hands. I've never been in such good shape. And to be 100% honest, it has been easy just following as you tell me. Can't thank you enough, man. So these guys all started whether you guys started. These are the ones that took the leap. And this is where they're at. So Chris, another executive of a very, very, very successful business. Jarrah has a unique approach. I've had years of gym, many PTs, diets, and training programs, and nothing has delivered the results like I have had from working with Jarrah. 5 weeks in the program and seeing the results so encouraging. A passionate coach with amazing tools to help transform your perspective on nutrition and training and building the foundations for sustainability. His ability to understand what's important to his clients is also the key to making sure he delivers the outcome for your lifestyle, even if it's including dining out, consuming alcohol. The confidence that Jarrah builds in you to have balanced life and not being scared to go out and have a normal life and have a mentor that can encourage you and support you as a major pathway to success and the goal to sustainability. I highly recommend Jarrah if you really need to take the next step to change what hasn't been working. So we are all about long-term sustainability. We don't want a quick fix. We don't want to just get you a 12-week transformation and then the other 90% of people put you out with the pool of other 90% of people that end up in a worse off position. We want to give you the skills and get you to your goal in a way that you can live and breathe it for the rest of your life without taking away any part of your life. So it's not going to be making you only eat chicken and rice for the rest of your life or take away things that you enjoy. It's all going to be sustainable. Now, Byron in the middle has absolutely killed it. He has lost 70 kilos. 80 kilos. He started at 175 kilos and he's down to 92 kilos at the moment. So you can see clear results right there in front of your eyes. Chris Jennings, I've been with Jarrah for 6 months. To say I'm happy is an understatement. Whenever someone wants to build their business, they hire a business coach. A lot of people want to better themselves and their lives, but don't know where to start. Start with jumping on with Jarrah. I've become a better husband, father, from having more energy and wanting to do extra with my family, all because I'm full of energy. I'm feeling better and confident with myself. There it is, guys. All right. The reason why we only work with men between 30 to 60 years old is because once I hit 30, I realized that my mates' parents, 90% of the men I associated myself with were overweight. So I dedicated myself to understanding why and what changed between the ages of 18 to 30. It affected their confidence, their moods, their happiness, and what activities that they would do socializing. They had no good weight loss solutions for men over 30. It was all purely targeting the ages between 18 to 30, where everyone is on social media and they just want to look jacked and have abs. I saw that men and women were doing the exact same thing to lose weight, even though they had completely different bodies. Even 21-year-old boys and men in their 30s, 40s, and 50s doing the same thing, even though they had different metabolisms and hormones. There was nothing that existed specifically for a man between 30 to 60, and this was where I wanted to make sure that I targeted the age group that was struggling so hard. So I learned so much about how to do that. 4 years ago, I decided to change that, and we became the first company to specialize in maintainable weight loss for men between 30 to 60 years old. Since then, we've helped over 2,000 men not just lose weight, but break the cycle of yo-yo weight loss and teach them how to maintain their results. That's why I've created this challenge, so that you can finally put the frustration and confusion behind you. Weight loss in your 30s, 40s, and 50s brings its own set of challenges. Doing random diets to lose weight is just totally outdated. Long-term successful weight loss is learning how to lose weight for your age and your hormones and your lifestyle. Everyone has a different lifestyle as well. So there's basically 2 types of men that join our challenge. The first type, He's looking for help to hit his goal weight this year and wants to learn how to maintain it. The second type, he's already doing fantastic on his own and doesn't need any help from us. The first type is who I'm really here to help. I want to help you get from where you are to your dream goal. Most men over 30 have struggled with their weight for years and years, some decades, and we show them how to break the yo-yo cycle and how to get their goal weight without restricting and eating cardboard. So there's no way that we would expect you to totally change the way that you live, because that is not how sustainability works. It needs to be something that fits into your life. We don't want you to fit our program. We want to fit into your life, and we need to make sure that we customize it and personalize it. Like, we build a skeleton to start with, and then it's the communication that you deliver us and the way that your body is responding as to what we change and how we mold it into your life. For all of these guys, it wasn't just about losing weight, but overcoming metabolism issues and losing weight in a way that's fit their lifestyle. That's what I'm going to show you how to. So grab a pen and paper and take notes as you're watching. The video is good, but you won't be able to retain nearly as much of the information compared to taking notes. So by the end of this video, you're going to know exactly how to nail the food and enjoy it too. But I want you to make sure that you keep watching this video a couple more times and keep those notes where keep them handy. The reason why most men over 30 don't lose weight is because they don't have a formula. They guess. This is our secret weapon. Maintainable weight loss formula for men 30 to 60 years old. You know what you love to do, and it will be even better if the pieces of your pyramid are in order. Lots of fun, laughter, and enjoyment. So basically, that life's meaningful experiences, that's all the fun stuff, and that's what we're going to build to. But what we need to make sure that we're focusing on is, number one is sleep. If I was to be asked the question of what would you prescribe people, or what would you tell people they need to improve to get the best results if you could only give them one tool, it would be sleep. And it would be closely followed by stress management. Those two things are going to help so much with hormones, with how the body responds to things, your recovery, your digestion, your muscle building, your fat loss, your moods, your productivity, your biological age, your stress levels. All of these things are related to sleep and stress management. So these are two things that we absolutely hone in on with all of our clients to get them the best results. And then the next most important thing is obviously nutrition, closely followed by exercise. So as you can see, a lot of people put exercise and nutrition as the most important, but that's not reality. It needs to be, these other things need to be in play before we even look at nutrition and exercise. Sleep and stress management, huge parts of this journey. Now we're going to go through exactly how much food you need to eat to get your metabolism firing up, what foods to eat to burn body fat quicker, and how to eat the foods that you love and lose those centimeters in the areas that you want to get toned up. The most common issue that I see is guys not losing weight due to having a low metabolism. So low metabolisms are caused from under eating, fasting, or skipping meals. Your body gets used to that. If you start to have less food throughout the day, your body's going to do whatever it can to stop burning calories. So after doing that for some time, your body just gets so used to it that you potentially have a little bit more and your body will gain fat. And you potentially just maintain that same weight. You're not changing anything because you may think you're eating really low in food volume, which you are, but your body's used to that. And it's not going to start trying to ramp up the metabolism when it's not getting enough food in. So do you need to eat less to lose weight? How much is less? When you're in a calorie deficit, it means that your body is burning less calories than your body is burning more calories than you are consuming through food. You need to make sure that it's a healthy deficit, because if it's too aggressive, then it's going to make your body shut down and not want to do any fat burning at all. So yes, you do need to eat less to lose weight, but there's such a thing as not eating enough. So to give you an idea on how much you should be eating, let's run this example. How much does a toddler need to eat per day? A toddler needs between 1,000 and 1,400 calories per day. How tiny is a toddler and their organs in comparison to a male adult? It's night and day. Majority of men undereat unintentionally and eat far less than a toddler and wonder why they have such a low metabolism and find it hard to lose weight. So a lot of the guys that come to me or come to us, we find that they're skipping a bunch of meals. Usually they'll have one big meal of the day. They're either too busy or they don't pre-prepare or organize themselves through the day. And like I said before, your body just gets so used to that. The most common cause is not feeling hungry, but hunger isn't the right thing to listen to when losing weight. Because if you just listened to your signals, then shouldn't we all just be in the best shape of our lives? But the thing is that when you're trying to lose body fat, your body will scream hunger sometimes, because when your metabolism is firing and you're burning more energy than your body, sorry, you're eating less energy than your body is burning, then of course your first signal that your body is going to send out is, I need some more food, because it doesn't like to change. It likes homeostasis. It doesn't like to lose fat. It doesn't like to gain muscle, but that's why it needs to be forced. And then once you get to that goal weight, we learn how to maintain that. So don't listen to hunger signals. There's also hunger signals of people that undereat and they don't get hungry. And it's because their body's got so used to that, and it's homeostasis. It's happy with the amount of body fat that you're holding. So it's not going to keep telling you to eat, but you are under eating. So you can't sit there and say, oh, but I'm not hungry, so I'm not going to eat. Don't listen to your body's signals. Listen to how your body is responding and the goals that you're trying to get to. Just because you're not hungry does not mean that you shouldn't eat. So if you are already not eating much and not seeing the weight drop, would it make sense to continue to keep doing what doesn't work? Absolutely not. So let's just give you an idea. If you're eating less than 3 meals per day, then you're under eating. And that's probably 90% of the people that come to us. They're eating less than 3 meals per day. So under eating is going to lead to low energy, increased sweet cravings, and stalled weight loss. Exactly what I just covered. Now, as I spoke about before, Ivan was really scared of eating. He'd lost weight in the past from restricting his food, but every time since he's tried it, it didn't work. So every diet got less effective until he just stopped losing weight no matter what he did. He got super disappointed and frustrated. He got super disappointed and more frustrated than he'd ever been before. He came to us. I said, mate, come on, give us 7 days and let me show you what we can do. There's his before and afters. He's lost 45 kilograms. And that's all because he gave us his commitment and his trust and let us show him that we have the knowledge, we have the passion, we have the skills. Just trust us and we will get you to where you deserve to be, because you have tried everything. This is why you've come to this 7-day challenge, because you've tried it all. And we're here to tell you that this is the end of trying. This is the start of making it. So do you think that Ivan should keep doing the old plans that don't work or look at a new plan? Where most guys get stuck is that they try to do what they did when they were younger. And that's why we have got a plan for people between 30 and 60. Do you think that a 30, 40, and 50-year-old body has a different metabolism and hormone profile to a 20-year-old body? 100% it does. And that's why we need to focus on what works for people that are over 30 instead of what works for people that are under 30. And majority of the stuff that's out there these days is focusing on that niche target of 30 and under. So good long-term weight loss isn't about restriction. It's about having a good, healthy metabolism, and anyone can lose weight from restricting. But do you want to lose weight just to regain it in 12 months, or are you here because you want to keep it off for good? If your answer is that you want to keep it off for good, then make sure that you implement what we tell you. Learn from all this information that we're giving you. We're overloading you with value because we want to set you up for success. A healthy metabolism is kind of like camping fire. What happens to the flame when you start taking wood off the fire? Same with your body. If you keep restricting food, the fuel, you kill your metabolism. And that's literally what happens. If you keep giving your food a low amount of food for a long period of time, what's going to happen? The flame's going to get smaller and your body's just going to burn less energy, and it's going to get used to being able to do that. It loves homeostasis. So our magic number to begin losing weight is 1,900 calories per day, which is at minimum 3 meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You'll see that's in the meal plan. There's also a snack as well. That might feel like a lot of food if you've been under eating. And that's why you always hear people that are with a successful weight loss journey say, I'm eating more than I've ever eaten. It's because they're kickstarting their metabolism. And you can still stuff that up and eat too much. Like a lot of people are like, oh, these people are losing weight from eating so much food. So they go out and eat so much food. It still needs to be calculated and needs to be adjusted and needs to be monitored. So we've trialed this on over 1,500 clients and seen huge results. So if you just trust me for 7 days, give us this 7 days and we'll show you what we can do. And once you've got this 7 days done, we can potentially on your call that you should have already booked in, we can chat about what your goals are long term and then come up with a game plan moving forward. If you're thinking, I don't know about this, then you're in the same boat as hundreds of other guys like Byron. As I said, just do it for 7 days and tell me how you go. Byron gave me 7 days and now look, he's 35 kilograms down. They all saw the energy increase, sleep improve, weight drop, and even those sweet cravings decrease. These are just some of the benefits that you're going to get, not to mention the long-term health benefits, the regaining of years, the decreasing of biological age, the decreasing of stress, the increase of productivity, all these things that you guys need. Being able to keep up with the kids, having a better connection with your partner. Are those things resonating with you? How do you calculate your food? How do you calculate your food or know how much 1,900 calories is? We've done all of this for you. So I've included 7 different meal plans options for you to choose from, and even included a training video on how to calculate food and track it. So make sure that you have a read of that all the information has already been calculated for you. You can mix and match meals as long as the calories are very similar. But you'll see that every single meal option will have 3 main meals and a snack. So we've literally even had 59-year-old men nail this on their first go. So you guys have absolutely no excuse at all. You guys are going to be fine. I get asked this often, Jara, do I have to track calories? The short answer is you're an adult, you can literally do whatever you want. But the best answer is that if you want the fastest results possible, then track your food. Because if you don't track it, how are you to know that you've undereaten or you've overeaten? Or how are we to know, okay, this is how your body's responded to that. Now what do we do? Because we have no data. Data is the key to this. Analytics, data. It's something that without, you have no idea what needs to be done, what needs to be changed, how the body's responding to it. With it, you can fast track your results. Imagine going in for a major surgery and the doctors didn't accurately measure the drugs. It could literally kill you. So the accuracy is always important for optimal results. And you've probably had crappy results in the past. So this time, let's nail it. Give me 7 days. I keep saying it, just give me 7 days. You start to build a routine after 21 days. Between 7 and 21 days, you turn it into a routine. Give it another couple of weeks and it becomes a habit, just like brushing your teeth. You don't even think about brushing teeth anymore, do you? Because you've created a habit in your brain. Again, starting calories are 1,900 for this 7-day challenge. What are calories? So it's just how much, basically, calories is fuel for your body. It's how much energy is in food. So everything that we eat and everything that we drink contains calories. There's no such thing as good or bad calories. And I'll teach you how to eat dessert and still lose weight after. So basically your body doesn't understand the difference between having a Big Mac burger or a healthy homemade burger. All it knows is how many calories is in those food. So that's why we can still include treats. You don't have to have just chicken, broccoli, and rice, or you don't have to have anything that you don't enjoy. I push people to have treats. I want you having 25% of your calories as treats like chocolate and ice cream and all the good things. Because if we start to restrict those things, then you get the taste of it down the track. You're going to overindulge because you've missed out on it for so long, and that's where it sets people up for fail. So we've created a video on how to track calories, and you can find that in the portal, but don't go look for it now. Just go through it after you finish watching this video. Now, one of our clients, Heath from Victoria, just wouldn't track his own food. He would tell me every single day that he was no good at technology. He didn't see results for the first week because he was guessing and overeating and undereating, all because he was guessing. So that's the beauty of tracking. You're not guessing. You know what's happening, and you know how the body's responding to that, and you know if anything needs to be changed. So I told him, Heath, just try it for 7 days. That's it. Give it 7 days. He started tracking his food and realized that he was undereating when he thought he was overeating. He lost 1.6 kilos in the following 7 days. So you don't have to track forever. You just have to track until you get the hang of it. And then you understand portion control. And then you can just go away and continue on your normal life once you've got to your goal in a normal manner, just like a normal person. So 1,900 calories is best had over 3 meals. So breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And as you see in the meal plan, there's also a snack. So it's not important to perfectly spread the calories across each meal, but getting it pretty close is very beneficial. Now, you'll also see that the meal plans are about 1,700 calories. The reason that I've done that is because I want you guys to start getting used to tracking food, and I want you to have a 200-calorie snack. So every day, you can pick whatever you want. It doesn't have to be healthy. It doesn't have to be anything that's like just whatever you want, whatever you think of. Let's just say that you like a Mars bar. As long as it's 200 calories worth of a Mars bar, you just need to get used to tracking food on MyFitnessPal. So as I said, I'll show you how to do that in another video. But you basically, as long as you're having all of those meals in that meal plan, you have earned yourself a 200-calorie snack of whatever you want. Ice cream, chocolate, maybe you like really healthy stuff and you want to have some fruit and some yogurt, or you want to have an extra salad, or it can be whatever you want to make up that 1,900 calories. So you'll see in the meal plan, you'll see that there's 1,700 calories within sort of 50 calories. And I want you to make that 1,900 by tracking 200 extra calories each day, because I want you to get used to tracking food. That's why I haven't made the meal plans exactly 1,900 calories. So it's not important. It's not important to perfectly spread the calories across each meal, but getting it pretty close is definitely beneficial, because if you're spreading energy out through the day, you're not going to have dips and troughs of energy crashes. And if you just spread those meals out as much as you can, perfect. If you're not able to, and let's just say you miss a meal, just make sure by the end of the day you've got your meals in, and it's going to be basically exactly the same. Just means energy might be up and down a little bit more. One of our clients, Anthony from Sydney, never ate breakfast. He was just never hungry in the morning. Not being hungry does not mean not eating, guys. Not being hungry is the #1 sign of a low metabolism, especially when you have high body fat. So eat regardless, or you're never going to grow your metabolism. So sometimes it will get a bit of force feeding, but once you start firing that metabolism up again, you're going to be hungrier than you've ever been before. So make sure that even when you're not hungry, you're still eating your 3 meals plus your snack, or whatever your calories are. So I convinced, who are we talking about? Heath. Was it Heath? So I convinced him to just trust me for 7 days, to eat even if he wasn't hungry. Anthony, that's right, sorry. Anthony lost 1.1 kilos in his first week compared, I don't know why I write her, that must have been a autocorrect. In his first week compared to losing no weight in 3 months before starting the challenge. And that's where you guys are. You guys have just been fluctuating. You may go up, you may go down, you may go up, you may go down. But if you start getting things right, the things that we're trying to get you to implement, then you're going to start to see results, exactly like Anthony did. Anthony didn't like breakfast, and he started eating breakfast, and what do you know? He dropped body fat. So 3 months he went without changing, and we just tweaked one little thing, and he's dropped 1.1 kilos in his first week. So the myth, You shouldn't eat past 7 p.m. Absolute bullshit. Your body digests food 24/7, meaning it doesn't matter if you eat at 1 a.m. or 4 a.m. As long as you get all of your calories in within a 24-hour period, you'll still be on track. We've had hundreds and hundreds of shift worker clients who eat at midnight and have weekly weight loss. So, how to have success as a shift worker? Don't think of your meals as breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Just think of eating 3 meals in a 24-hour period, because it's still the same as if you were going to be waking up in the morning, having breakfast, lunch, and dinner, as if you were going to be waking up at night and having meal 1, meal 2, and meal 3. It's exactly the same. Just think of it as 3 meals in a 24-hour period. It doesn't matter the times, just space them out as evenly as you can, even on night shift. One of my shift worker clients, Ken, heard that eating at night time was bad for weight loss, so he didn't eat during the night shift. And what happened? He still didn't lose any weight. So I got him to try the 24-hour rule for just 7 days, and he dropped 1.1 kilos. 1.1 kilos, guys. Think of a blob of fat of 1.1 kilos. And these people have been trying to undereat or trying to cut calories too far, thinking that they're going to lose fat and just banging their head against the wall. And I show them that metabolism can be ramped up if you start eating right. You need to get those meals in. So how big should your meals be? An easy way to get your daily calories right is by taking your calories and dividing them by 3. So 1900 divided by 3 would be 633 calories. So if you were to break it up to 3 meals, each meal would be about 630 calories each. So that's a really good way to space your meals out and to break them up into 3 meals per day, because you don't want any less than 3 meals per day. So you don't want to stress about them being perfectly that number. It's just a guide for you. Protein, carbs, and fats. There's lots and lots of talk about how low carb, high protein, high fat, which is the best. It's all fucking bullshit. None. Diets don't work long term. Anything that is a named the keto diet, a Atkins diet, a paleo diet, a Weight Watchers diet, a light and easy diet, a shakes diet, they're all fucking fads. They're money grabs. The only 2 things that you need to worry about is hitting your calories and protein targets, which I'll get into next. So one of our clients, Harry, was a really low carb type. He'd done keto and other low carb diets in the past, and they worked, but only for a short time. So basically what keto does is it drops how much fat you're having. How much carbs you're having. Carbs hold water in your muscles. So 1 gram of carbs can hold up to 3 to 4 grams of water. So if you were having, say, 300 grams of carbs every day, and then all of a sudden you went keto, you're taking out 300 grams of carbs. That means that could potentially be 1.2 kilos that you just dropped straight away just because of carbs. Doesn't mean you've dropped fat. You've just dropped water weight from the muscles because your carbs are so much lower. So Harry would always go really low at the start, lose weight, feel amazing, and then he'd eventually hit a plateau and the weight would just stop moving. The plateau would go for a week, then 2 weeks, even up to a whole month, and he'd give up. Who wouldn't if you saw no results for a full month? I definitely would. I told him, yes, we can do that again, or I can show you a way where you can actually eat carbs. You can eat whatever you like. You can eat meals out. You can still lose weight. Which option do you think he chose? Protein needs to be 1/3 of your calories, or an easy guide is the size of your palm. So if you're going out and you're obviously not going to be able to weigh things. Portion control, that's how big your protein amount should be on your plate. And that's cooked weight. So don't just be having a tiny bit of shaved ham and call that protein. You need to have a good palm size. Everyone's palm is a different size due to how big you are as a person, and every body shape and weight needs a different amount of protein. So the bigger your palm means the more protein you need. So it's just a good guide for you guys to go off. As you can see down the bottom there as well, fat portion should be as big as your thumb. Veggie portion should be as big as basically your whole hand in a fist, and then carb portion should be that surface area there. There's no magic proteins or best proteins for weight loss. Your body has no idea where the protein source is coming from. Now, in saying that, yes, we do want to stay healthy because health is our overall goal. So you want to make sure that 75% of your food is coming from healthy whole foods. But if you're having treat foods, or let's just say you don't have access to healthy whole foods one day, it's not going to matter because your body doesn't know what that protein is coming from, or what that carbs is coming from, or what that fat's coming from. All it knows is calories and macros from the food that you're eating. So if you just pick the ones that you like, don't eat foods that you don't like. If you hate pork, don't eat it. If you hate chicken and rice and broccoli, don't eat it. If anyone's given you a meal plan and it's got things that you don't like, don't ever go back to that person, because there's meal plans that, like, if it's personalized coaching anyway, it needs to be personalized to you and to your likes and your dislikes and your goals. And there's no way that you should be eating anything that you don't like, because it's not sustainable. You're not going to continue to do that. So pick ones that fit your budget, taste preference, and make sure that it's easy to cook. Doesn't matter if it's tofu, eggs, chicken, beef, etc. Protein is protein. Now, one of my clients, Joshy, who hated veggies, that was his biggest obstacle. Every diet and every coach he had ever worked with before made him follow eating plans full of foods that he didn't like. Do you think that Joshy did them for a very long time? No, he gave up quick, and fair enough. You should never just eat foods because it's healthy. You should eat foods because you like them. Also taking into account that you should have 75% of whole healthy foods, but only foods that you enjoy. There are so many different choices out there. Don't eat awful food that you don't like. Kind of like a crappy job or a relationship. You're eventually going to leave if you don't like it. Same with your food. If you don't eat enough protein at your main meals, 9 out of 10 times you'll want a snack in the arvo or at night. 90% of sugar cravings come from under-eating protein during the day. Protein should be in each of your 3 main meals. Now let's chat carbs. Carbs are great for fueling your metabolism and weight loss. In each main meal, have a fist size. Again, this helps if you're eating out. Obviously, the meal plans that I've calculated for you, they're all done. You don't have to worry about that. But carbs are not the enemy. Your body's favorite energy source is carbs. So don't be scared of them. It's all about how much calories you're having. Over 1,500 of our clients have lost weight from eating carbs. Do you want to go the rest of your life restricting carbs? A lot of people love breads. They love rice. They love fruits. They love everything with carbs. So don't take things out that you love. Eat all the things that you enjoy. If no, then it's time to trust me for the next 7 days and add them in. No carbs equals crappy energy and temporary weight loss. Plus, do you really want to go through life eating different to your friends and family, not being able to eat certain foods? You joined us because you wanted to learn how to lose weight, tone up, and keep the weight off for life. Carbs is part of that journey, guys. Brown carbs versus white carbs. If you have 100 calories of white rice and 100 calories of brown rice, which one is going to be healthier for fat loss? 100 calories is 100 calories. Brown rice is no better than white rice. If you like white rice, have white rice. If you like brown rice, have brown rice. It doesn't matter when it's coming to fat loss. Calorie is a calorie. If you don't like certain carbs, no matter how healthy it is, don't eat it. Only eat foods that you like. What to do if you don't feel hungry or can't eat all of the food? Eat it regardless. No hunger is not a sign to use when rebuilding your metabolism. Can you eat snacks? Abso-fucking-lutely you can. Just make sure that you're hitting your calorie and protein target by the end of the day. And this is why I'm pushing you guys to do it. I'm giving you guys 1,700 calories in your meal plan, and you've got to have 200 calories of your choice of snacks. Whatever you want. Just make sure that it's no more and no less than 200 calories. Protein should be 1/3 of your daily calories, or 33%. If you have leftover calories after dinner, which is exactly what I've given you guys, then it's a great idea to have a snack. Have a paddle pop, have some ice cream, have a roll of chocolate, whatever you want to have, because I don't want to take anything away from you. I want this to be a long-term sustainable approach. So what is a calorie deficit? A calorie deficit is basically the deficit of calories that you're not eating that your body needs to burn. So let's just say your body needs 3,000 calories to burn just to do a normal day. And that day could include no exercise, working, you may have a physical job, you may be just sitting down at a computer. Whatever it is that you do, you burn a certain amount of calories per day. Basically, a calorie deficit is eating less than that amount burnt. And when you're eating less calories than the amount that your body needs to maintain, then the only choice it has is to tap into your fat stores and convert that into energy. So let's just say that you normally eat 3,000 calories and that's how much your body needs to maintain. And we pull it down to 2,500 calories. That means that 500 calories every single day needs to be found within your body fat and used as energy. So over 7 days, you're looking at 3,500 calories that your body needs to use from fat. So a calorie deficit means that you're eating less calories than your body needs to burn. So a healthy calorie deficit equals weight loss. Too big of a calorie deficit, aka under eating, means that you won't lose weight and you'll stall your metabolism. If you burn way too many calories compared to how much you eat, you will not lose weight. So make sure, don't let your hunger tell you if you're hungry or not. Just eat the calories that you have been prescribed. What does a low metabolism look like, and do you have one? Basically, you're going to be tired. You're going to have low energy. You're not losing any weight. You have high stress, disrupted sleep, sweet cravings, stubborn body fat. I know you guys are ticking all of these because a lot of you are either under eating or potentially you're overeating. But both things will make this happen. So we need to dial that in, guys. You might have a few or all of these, but that's what we're fixing in this challenge. Our guys lose weight by eating more food. Their body stress and cortisol levels drop, and the body starts letting go of fat again because they're restored their metabolism. So when your cortisol is high, your body puts up a stop and doesn't want to do anything. Doesn't want to burn fat, doesn't want to gain muscle. That's why when in a bodybuilding comp for myself, I need to be as relaxed and chilled as I possibly can. Because if I start letting my cortisol levels get up, my metabolism just totally drops and turns off. That's why it's a must to eat all of your food and protein each day. A happy body will lose weight. One that is tired and run down will not lose weight. So that's the food, the calories, the protein, and how to structure your eating each day. As I said, I've included 7 different meal plans that you can choose from. And you can also mix and match meals as long as the calories are the same, like a breakfast with another breakfast. And make sure that you're having those extra 200 calories per day because the meal plans are only 1,700 and I want you eating 1,900, but I want you having a 200 calorie snack. So pick one of those meal plans, buy the food and start eating it. It's that simple. If you want to change plans, that's also fine. Just hit the calorie and protein targets. All of them are already calorie counted and have the right protein to eat to make it easy. In the coming videos, I'm going to talk to you guys about sleep, alcohol, exercise, and mindset. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Please make sure that you do rewatch it, read over your notes, put those notes somewhere you're going to see them every day. That's going to keep reminding you of little things that I've sort of tweaked in your brain that you didn't really understand and now you do. But please implement as much of this as you can, guys, because this is the results. This is the reality of getting a long-term sustainable fix forever. Listen to my information. Take it on board. Trust me. Give us your full commitment. Give yourself your full commitment. You've been wanting this for so long. I don't know, some of you 5 years, some of you 10 years, some of you maybe even 20 years. But this is the time where you need to change. Stop letting yourself turn to bad habits and just accepting the fact that you're going to be like you are forever, because you're not. And if you do let that happen, your life's going to be shorter, your quality of life's going to be less, your stress is going to be higher, your energy is going to be lower, injury chance is going to be higher, health is going to be lower. There's like the list goes on and on and on. And we don't want that. That's why I'm just delivering so much value and so much information for you guys. I hope you guys got a lot out of this, and I'll see you in the next video.